Now, generating new variable from existing ones. Hello? Have we all brought our data in?
Yes.
And it is clear to all of us. Now, the next thing on the agenda, look up. What is the challenge exactly? Okay. So the next thing is we want to generate a new variable from existing ones. Remember that they said yesterday, that it's better you collect your data at the highest level of measurement so that you can come down to the other ones below it. So for instance now, let's say we have like that CEB, children ever born, V201. Let's say we want to generate it and categorize it. We want to categorize that number into those who do not have children at all. That is 0. Is that not it? Hey, people are not here.
Yes, yes.
Then we want to say, okay, those ones who have between 1 to 5 children and those who have 6 and above. We will categorize that CEB. So this is the command to do that, because it's important when you are doing your analysis to know where your interest lies and how to go about it. This time around, I'll just do that one example and move on. So the command to use is called recode. Recode. People are not looking up.
Yes,
And then you say you don't understand again. What are we trying to do with recode? Huh? What are we trying to achieve? We want to generate a new variable from existing one. That's why we want to recode. So this is the procedure to go about it. You already know that CEB is V201. And if you don't know what your CEB is, or you don't know what variable is that, so one of the ways you can use to explore to look for the type of variable you are looking for is the command look for. You can see how straightforward it is. Look for, if I say look for one word, look for one word, not split it. So we say look for children ever born. What do you think will come out from this?
Anything that has to do with any of
This will give me error, or not even give me anything. It's not error, but it will not give me. It will not see this. Come and see. Okay, wait. No, if the keyword, like my guy said yesterday, the tags, but there is possibility that you may not see what you are looking for. This is what I was trying to drive at. Like sometimes, if you put it in quotes, what will it see it as just one thing? It is expected that this thing should follow as it is. Like you know what I said the other time. So it is easier for you to bring that exactly what you are looking for, because it is just exactly what you are looking for, and you have quoted it. Let it be like this. You put it in quote. Do you understand what I'm saying? So instead of bringing all these many variables, because you have an idea of what you are looking for, and if you don't have the idea before, if you put in children, it will bring out all the variables that have children. And then of course when you search, you'll be able to see, but it will take longer time. And of course, if you know, you can follow this procedure and just quote exactly what you expect. But if you don't know, you need to follow those long steps of just saying look for children. At least children is part of children ever born. Are you with me? So if you say children, it will bring out all the variables that have children, and then you look for your children ever born among all of them. So that's what I'm driving at. Now, we want to record that children ever born. Let's first of all run it. tabulate V201. Let's run it and see what will happen. I highlight it, right? And I say Control D. I press Control D. Okay, maybe that's why she was confused the other time. I press Control D. There's a what? You can execute on top. I'm saying why she was telling me that, okay, I said Control D. Should she type it or what? So you press it. So I have highlighted what I want to do. If I don't highlight, what will happen? If I press Control D, what will happen?
To run everything.
Are you with us? If I don't highlight and click Control D as it is, it will run everything. But I don't want it to run everything. I just want it to run the ones I want, which is to tabulate V201. So I run Control D, and this is it. Now, we know that from exploring this data now, you can see that 11,829 women have no children. Right? Yes. That's 0. 4,649 have one child. Right? And so on. Now, what I want to do is to record this and tell Stata that I want to put those women who have 0 child, as one group, and then those who have between 1 to 4 as another group, those who have 5 and above as another group. I think 4 is currently the expected, right, for a woman in Nigeria. So what I'm trying to say is those who do not have at all, who are challenged with child issues, and those who have the normal and those who have the abnormal. That's what I'm trying to, if you have more than 4. I'm just trying to put it in context and say, okay, those who don't have at all, those who have the normal ones, 1 to 4, and those who have more than exactly. So that's what I want to do. So to record that variable, I use a command called record, and I tell Stata that this is the variable I want to record, V201, and then space again. Are you following what I'm doing up here?
Two people has usually a format of their file, so it keeps bringing here. I think the same thing that Dr. Hill had, the format of that.
Excuse me.
For her.
Has your data loaded, sir? Sorry. It did not load.
Did you set? After you put that last code, try running it.
What did you say? File not found. Where's the folder? Is this the folder?
Yeah, see. That was what I was pointing out to you at that initial time.
It changed it to.
It's like he has.
I run the listing, so my listing is on G. Then after running it, it came back to C.
when you close this thing that we are doing now, and you come back again, you still need to set it again. Huh? You still need to set it again. To avoid that, go back to that command. Whether in your, I think, did you do it inside DUFA or in command line? Is it in the command window? I think we did it in command window. Command window. So go to your command history here. Here, right? Go to your command history. Have you seen it? Have you seen that command? So click on it. You have set maximum variable, let's say 15,000, right? Are you all looking up now? Why I'm going back to this is that I don't want you going back and forth and setting maximum variable every time you open. So you set it as permanent. So anytime you have a data that has more than 15,000 variable, in this case, because I'm setting mine as maximum variable that it can accommodate at 15,000. If I'm looking at a data that has more than 15,000 variable, I will need to set again and increase the maximum accommodatable variable numbers. So now, to make it permanent, what I need to do is just say comma perm. That perm is permanent. I can fully type it, I can short it. So I just say enter. What's this thing? No, I say M instead of M. It's an error. Max valve this. No. Okay. Data memory will be lost if I do that. So the thing is, you need to start all over before you bring in the data. Are you with me? So, luckily for us, what did we do? We are using do file, right? So what you need to do is to just follow. If you have followed this procedure, just clear like this, like me. Can you see the screen? And what I'm going to do is just to clear this. Set my maximum variable as 15,000. See? There's no error because I've cleared everything. So I just go back to my do file, run everything I ran before, and come back to this. That's the beauty of do file. You don't need to go over and start doing because you already do everything inside one do file. The next time you want to use data, you won't need it unless it tells you again that that is if you are building a data that has more than 15,000. In my case now, because I set maximum at 15,000. So if I'm building a data that has more than 15,000 variables, I will still need to now increase that to maybe 30,000 or 20,000 just to accommodate. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So now let's continue. We code V201. Are we together? This is where we are. Such that, are we together? Ah. Ṣé kò yé wa ni? Zero equals zero equals 0, and I want to call that no child. See that I'm putting quotes there because I'm writing two things with space. So this I will see this as 1. Then let me just say 0. Let me use this so that I'll give you the code immediately. 1 to what? 1 to 4 equals what?
1 to 4. I think you said 4 is like
the normal. And 1 to 4.
1 to 3, then 4. Then
1, 2, 3, 4. No, we are going to 3 categories. People who don't have at all.
Then 1 to 4, 5 to
5 and above. This is 1. 1 to 4. Yes, that's forward slash. It means to 1 to 4. But instead of listing 1, 2, 3, 4, you just take it 1, 2, 3. You put everything to 1 between 1 and 4 and both inclusive. 4 children. And the last one, which is 5 to maximum. I can say 5 to maximum equals 3. That means all those who are from 5 to whatever number is there, 17.
But the maximum, isn't it too open-ended? Can it pick like a value outside this, like an outlier?
Don't worry. When we finish, we'll compare the total with what we have here to give us the answer.
Why are you using 3 and not 2? 0.
Oh, sorry, it's 2. Thank you. So that one will be 5 plus, 5 and above.
You didn't write 5.
5 and above. Then I will now put an option. You know, in SPSS, they will say you can generate into different variable, recode into different variable, recode into the same variable. So in this case, to generate, because our interest is to generate from existing variables, so we want to extract, and usually that should be the practice. Don't go and be replacing variable from the original data set, or so that you want to use that data set again. So generate a new variable from it. What you do now is to give it the option that this is what I'm going to do after all of this. Generate, let's say, CEB group. This will look at it in terms of the name of the variable, not the label. You understand? Generate CEB group. That is children ever born in group. Do you understand? Yes, sir. So to do this, I highlight the one I want to work on, I want to run, and I run. What is this? Unknown. Where did I make any mistake somewhere? Huh? Which one?
That one is within quotation marks.
It's not a command.
Okay. Don't worry. Don't be scared to make mistake. You see error, you look at where the error is, and then you run it again. Because at some point you know that you cannot cram everything in your head. So what he's saying there is that I was supposed to put each of the group in brackets. That I missed. You understand? So see the difference between V201 and this. So if I run V201 now, like I have here, the original one is here, and then the new variable I just generated, which is CEB group, right? Are we together? So I tabulate it. Let me run that and see. You can see what it changes. See the same. You can see it's the same total. The question we were asking before.
If they are missing values, that means they will be.
If there are missing values, in this situation, if you use maximum, I think it is the numbers that is going to look at. It will not consider, because if they are missing, there are no numbers there. If it is 0, because I specify 0 for those who don't have children at all, So if, for instance, if they are coded 99, 98 and all of that, then you need to make provision for that. So if the ones that are coming before those 96, 97, 98, you can just stop at 90. You understand? Nobody can have as many as 90 children anyway. Is it possible? So I should go back to the do file. So this is what you will get here if you do this way. That is, if you don't know the maximum. What? If you don't know the maximum value here, you know the maximum value is 17 for the number of children. That's if you don't know the maximum. That this is what you will use, especially because of this maximum. But because we know that the maximum is 17, we have run this before. We have run V201 before, and it has given us that. So what you do is you just say 5 to what? 17. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So we run this, and I call this V2. Let's say this is 1, and if I run this, so it has run, and so if I say okay, tabulate this again, the one with 1. So it is there, 5 and above. It's still the same thing. However, because we know the maximum there, so we do that. So can we proceed? Do we have any problem? Is there any challenge? What is it?
Are there no challenges?
Are there no challenges? Where exactly are you having issue? Recode, see, do you know what we wanted to do? Change a numeric variable, a count variable into group. That means we are generating a variable from an existing variable. Are you there, sir?
Please send me link to download Mr. Azam. Send me link. I cannot put flash on my.
I don't have link to download it. This one that I use itself is not original. If you want to use one of the link, you will pay. Sparkle is not paying for that. Chema Sofran. Are there?
I'm able to save this thing because I saved it before the Sparkle. So that I can identify it.
Use for which one can you save?
The do file.
You go to file and save now.
I cannot see
Mr. Hassan, so if we do not do the Gen CB group, it will change everything in the V201.
Let's do it and see. I've never done it before, and the reason is because I don't practice that.
Because I feel it's going to change all the.
Let's do it and see. Not give it option. Maybe it will tell us, you should do this. So let me copy it. That's a good idea. Let's just try. I mean, it's a do file. We can. I have not saved the data, so yes. So it will not replace. Now, let me see if it will go. This is. It said rules defining value labels not allowed when overwriting a variable. If we give it the option, so it will tell you. So when you want to overwrite, you cannot do value labeling.
It's just be 0 = 0, 1
So if I say I can also generate variable from an old one by just saying if it's the sorry,
why is it saying rules defining value not allowed?
because we attempted to see whether if we don't give it this option, maybe it will overwrite the existing V201. So when we tried it, it said the rules that allows for overwriting a variable does not allow labeling. Saying okay, one group will be 0 to 0, like we did here, 0 to 0, these value labels. Are you with me? Yes. So that's why I say that, because we have done all of this, say you are not allowed, so you cannot overwrite that variable. But it's a bad practice actually. You shouldn't overwrite existing, no matter what you do. Even if you think you don't need those variables any longer, don't overwrite. Create a new one. So let's move on. Another way to generate variable is by using generate. Hello? Are you tired? Because we are leaving here by 7 and it's almost time, so let's quickly work and should we leave by 8?
Option not available.
Oh.
Error.
Are there no challenges? We don't even know whether there is challenge or not.
Our challenge is very good.
And you know, yes, if that's your case, if you are too challenged, all you need to do is just sit down and be looking at us, or you sit with somebody who has a working system and learn in that process. I just sit down and not do anything. Sit with somebody who is pressing, so you can be seeing what we are doing like that. You don't want.
You don't all of this to title, teach how to recode, so that they can learn how to use the brain, the one with star, so that when they are looking, they know exactly
what we are doing.
Process.
No, negative and positive. Without challenges. I'm still out.
So, changing one direction like I did here. So I want to, probably at the end of the day, I will share this do file so that when you want to work with it, you can be able to
Those ones with aesthetics and stuff, they are not common in level.
now